Hey guys, welcome to another TechZone video. In this video, I basically wanted to show you guys that I installed Ubuntu 11.04 on my computer. Let me just give you a brief history on me and Ubuntu. I actually installed Ubuntu 2 years ago, but I didn't install Ubuntu, I installed Kubuntu. That's a variant of Ubuntu. And I installed that and it was working fine, but then I couldn't boot back into Windows, so that caused a lot of problems and I had to remove it. And I swore I would never install Linux or anything like that again. But then, a few days ago, I was on YouTube and I was watching this guy having Ubuntu on his computer. And the thing that impressed me are the window effects you can do with it. That's what I think is called Compiz window effects. And that kind of impressed me and I really wanted to try it out for myself. And I didn't want to use a virtual PC because that performance wouldn't be as good as it would be. So I decided to install Ubuntu once again, but then I find out there is a new Windows installation for Ubuntu. At that point I wanted to get Ubuntu from then on because the process is much simpler. So I went ahead, downloaded Wooby, which is the Windows installer, and I installed it, and unfortunately that's when things started. First of all, I am using a USB wireless adapter because the modem is in another room and we don't really have a long cable for it, so that's why I am forced to use a USB wireless adapter, and unfortunately that did not work with Ubuntu. And I did so much of processes, this end this wrapper method and all that, and yet it did not work. Then day before yesterday I find this forum which gives you a tutorial on how to blacklist a driver. That is just one step. I only had to do one step on terminal, which is like command prompt for Ubuntu. I only had to do one step, and next thing you know, my USB wireless adapter starts working. And I'm like, look how much of crap you went through. I had to reinstall Ubuntu 7 times because of that. And it's just a real headache. And this is what happens when you get Ubuntu. You have to, it's kind of hard for your Windows devices to work with Ubuntu. And there's quite a lot of hassle you have to go through, but then at the end, it's all worth it. So that's one problem. Then another problem was some updates didn't work, so I had to do that manually, but no issue with that. And then my microphone didn't work. Now I have to record for tutorials as well, and I need a microphone to work. My current microphone wasn't working, but thanks to my previous tutorial, which is how to use your iPod Touch as a microphone, I'm recording right now using my iPod Touch, and so far microphone is working great. So right now there are no issues with Ubuntu as of now, so things are going great. Now don't take this video as a review for Ubuntu, where I'm not going to be going through all the features and all that. I'm only going to be giving my personal opinion on it. Okay, so as you can see here, I have Ubuntu 11.04 installed, and I have a docklet at the bottom right here, and the taskbar I believe is at the top. But wait, where's Unity? Now Ubuntu 11.04 comes with Unity. To me, I don't personally like Unity because it kind of slows down the computer. The performance practically slows down quite a bit. And for the new users, it's kind of complicated at first, but then you get used to it. But honestly, I'd rather use a docklet instead of having to use Unity. And for you guys who don't want to use Unity, just go to the login screen, click on your username, and then at the bottom change from Unity Ubuntu to Ubuntu Classic, which is what I'm using right now, and honestly it's a lot better and my performance is a lot faster. Okay, so Ubuntu is fast, it's easy to use as of now, and I also got Compiz window effects, which is this window effects like thing, and I'm sure this kind of reminds me of Mac OS X, the transition when I minimize a window. And I also got the 3D cube, which is probably one of my favorite features of it, and so far it's working great, no issues at all with that. And I got a video editor, OpenShot video editor, which I don't use at all, so I pretty much have to convert my videos in Ubuntu and then use it in Windows, which is also another issue which I had because I couldn't find a video converter, but now that's all solved. So Ubuntu is actually great because it comes with loads of pre-installed software. It's got a BitTorrent client built in, and then it's got an Office suite built in. It's called LibreOffice, I think. And well, unfortunately, another thing I don't like with Ubuntu. There's so many things I don't like about Ubuntu, but yet I still love using it. Is the video and audio codecs. You have to download them separately from the Ubuntu Software Center, but that's also no issue. And also, I love messing with the Ubuntu Software Center because they have got loads of free software that you can download to Ubuntu, which is great. And well, that's all I have to say because I am just getting started with Ubuntu, and there's a lot I have to learn with it. So right now, I am not sure on using Ubuntu at its full potential. And here's another thing: make sure you know some terminal command prompt for Ubuntu. Make sure you learn some terminal before using Ubuntu because it might come in handy when you are in those desperate situations. And many people in Ubuntu pretty much use terminal quite a lot. Okay, so that's about it because I have really nothing much to say. But okay, anyway, what's my final thoughts on Ubuntu 11.04? It's great, it's fast, it's easy to use. Unfortunately, there are some bugs in 11.04. In fact, the previous version of Ubuntu actually found it easier than this one, honestly. And there are a couple of bugs in it, and hope they get that fixed. And I hope they find a better way to use Unity. So right now I'm using the GNOME shell. Okay, so that's about it. For those guys who are wondering what this dock is, it's called Docky, which you can get from the Ubuntu Software Center. So anyway, that's about it. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, want to subscribe for more. So thanks for watching and have a great day.